Hey guys, Karen here. Today I am doing a super highly requested video. Today I'm going to be going through every single thing that I use in my K-pop collection, including for my signed albums and for my photocard binders and for literally everything. So let's go ahead and get started. I do want to say that this is not a video telling you everything you need to own in order to have a photocard collection, but I do highly recommend when you're first starting out getting a couple of high quality parts or pieces just as an investment into your collection. That way you don't have to keep rebuying things later on. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started. I do get a lot of questions about everything I use, so that's one of the main reason why I am making this video, so that I can just link it in all of my photocard related and collection related videos for anybody to use and access whenever they would like. Not that I mind answering DMs, because I don't, and like questions in the comments, but I think it'll be good just to have like a video that's super concise and super like thorough of everything that I use. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started. We will start with photocard stuff first, because I feel like I just have the most to go through with photo cards. So I guess the first thing we should go through is my binders. So if you do not know, I have 8 binders currently, and they are all by the brand Avery. I'll leave links to everything that I talk about in this video in the description box, so check all of that out. I'm pretty sure every single one of these items you can find on Amazon. Yes, this is a Avery binder. It is a 3-inch 3-ring binder, and every single binder except for my girl groups binder is a Avery brand binder. My girl groups binder is just the Staples. Staples is a store in the United States that sells office supplies, so I'm sure if you live in a different country and you have an office supply store, you will be able to find a binder. So yes, that's basically the basics. I always do 3 inches because it gives you lots of room to grow, and I'm not someone who likes to change out my binders all the time. So I do have another binder that I like don't have any photo cards in, don't have anything in, but I bought a 3-ring 3-inch just because someday I might need one, and I don't want to go buy like a 1-inch or a 2-inch only to have to like buy another binder later and upgrade it. So that's why I always go for the 3 inches. I do have 2 binders that are 4 inches for malt stacks, but most of my binders are 3 inches. Now inside those binders I have a lot of different pages, so let's go ahead and go through those next. First I just have my like 1 pocket pages. These are just like the Staples brand, again, super cheap office supply store. You can buy any 1-page pages that you like. I like to separate my collection just with one of these and then a piece of white cardstock in it. I like using cardstock instead of like printer paper, just because it gives it it's a little more sturdy and acts as more of a cover. I don't like having tabs on the side of my binders. I just like the clean, like simple look of this. So that is what I use for that. For my 9 pocket pages, I have this here. It's one of my treasure pages, and this is a Ultra Pro brand 9 pocket page. BCW also makes some. I'm sure there's lots of places that make them, but this is just what I've always used. I believe this is the Platinum series. I'll have to double check, and I'll go ahead and write on the side if it's not. Yes, this is what I have been using. We'll go into more of like what my photo cards are in a minute, but let's go through all the pages first. Next, I have a 2 pocket page. This is one of my smaller 2 pocket pages, the more traditional size, and this is by the brand BCW. I can't remember if Ultra Pros are the same. Sometimes some things I use Ultra Pro and BCW like interchangeably, because they're the same in between the 2 brands. So I think this might be one of those cases where Ultra Pro and BCW are about the same size. A question I get asked all the time is where my larger 2 pocket pages come from, and it usually comes from when I show like my 17 larger items, like the Ode mini posters. So these are from the brand Guardhouse Shield. I'm not sure why BCW and Ultra Pro make their pages this way that they do, in the sense that like this is a 9x11 page, like it fills up the entire page, whereas this one you can see is much shorter. I don't know the exact dimensions for this one, but you can see that it's shorter, and I'm not sure why they do that, but this is from the brand Guardhouse Shield. They are on the pricier side most of the time, but they are lifesavers. I would hate putting these things in one pocket pages. It would drive me crazy. So I'm someone that like uses these for tons of different things. I use these all throughout all of my binders, and they're super great. I like them a lot. Like I said, they are on the pricier side. I tend to buy them in bulk because they can get a little hard to find. This will probably be one of the only things in the description that it'll be maybe not the most accurate link, but yeah, I'll write all of the like brand name and everything down there. They do have a bunch of interesting size pages, so I would definitely check them out. Next, I have my 3 pocket pages. So these I don't use that often, but these are by the brand BCW, and they're really good for like ticket size things and things that are kind of this size that you wouldn't really want to put in a 2 pocket. But yeah, I don't use these super often in my binder, but I thought it was good to mention them. I also have 8 pocket pages. I really like these for horizontal cards. As you can see, I used them for the B photo cards from BTS's newest album. I really like these. They're super nice, especially for something like this that has 8 photo cards, or something like, I know TXT photo cards are slightly too large for 9 pockets. So anything that's slightly too large for 9 pockets usually fit pretty nicely in 8 pocket pages, or a bunch of horizontal cards. I really don't like putting horizontal cards in 9 pocket pages because I'd rather them be like flat like this. But sometimes it can't be helped. But for a full set like this, I knew that an 8 pocket page would be great. And this is by Ultra Pro. So yeah, like these a lot. Next, I have my other 3 pocket pages, and these are by BCW. Really, I like how this has like this in the center, and this pocket is slightly larger than these pockets, but it usually works out fine. Like it worked out fine for this set of postcards. And yeah, I use these for all of my postcard sized things. Next, I have my BCW for pocket pages. I love these. I do not use Ultra Pro for these because Ultra Pro has like this part kind of goes out farther, so these like Multidex Polaroids would not fit in there, but they do fit in the BCW pages. So I always use BCW for my 4 pockets, and I really like them, so super nice. Next, I have my 6 pocket pages, and the 6 pockets are really good for things like bookmarks. I use these for my Multidex bookmarks as well. Anything that's sort of this shape. It's especially nice if you have 6 cards to put in there, but a lot of groups don't use bookmarks regularly, but I really like them. I don't use them super often, but they are super good to have. So that's really everything for like inside my binders, minus like my sleeves. So I have changed up my collection a little bit in the past year, but I will say that I used to sleeve all of my cards in these, and now I use these as kind of like placeholders. So these are the Ultra Pro deck protector sleeves. They are the standard size, and they're just normal. They're not the matte kind. I tried the matte kind and I really did not like them. I feel like they made my cards look super dull, and so I just wasn't a big fan. But these come in so many different colors. My white pocket pages are the same thing. They come in blue and pink and yellow, and I'm pretty sure there's like a purple one, and there's tons of different colors. I'll go ahead and link my white ones down below because I feel like that's the most common colors, but they have tons of other colors. Definitely would recommend these. If you're buying any sort of sleeves for your card, just make sure that they are acid free and no PVC, just so that they do not damage your photo cards. Now what I really use is I use clear sleeves. So I have 2 different kinds of clears. I was taking a thumbnail, so I have a bunch of photo cards out here, but I will take this one and then this one. At first glance, these sleeves probably look exactly the same, and to be honest, they are. They're not exactly the same, but they look pretty much the same. This Jake card is in a Ultra Pro clear sleeve. This is the standard size again, and you can tell because it has the little Ultra Pro logo on the back. Some people really don't like this logo. It really bothers them. It used to not bother me, and now it bothers me quite a bit. So yeah, that's why it's on the back of the card. But yes, so I used to use these all the time this year, and then it became really hard to find them. So I started using the Dragon Shield, which I actually do have a box for. So these are the Dragon Shield Clear Classic standard size sleeves. These come in a bunch of different colors too. If you're not a big fan of the Ultra Pro brand, these come in a bunch of different colors too, so you could use these in your binders as well. And they do not, as you can see, have the little dot on them. I started using these, a bunch of my friends started using these this year, and they all really liked them, and it was really hard to find the Ultra Pro ones for a while, so I gave them a try and I really like them. So yeah, I feel like these are pretty interchangeable though. The only difference really is that dot on them, so yes. Next, we'll talk about kind of packaging photo cards and trades and everything. So for this section, most of the cards you trade will fit in these Ultra Pro 3" by 4" regular top loaders. This is what I use for my trades. I usually have a bunch of these on hand. I tend to buy everything in bulk, you'll find, but yeah, I really like these for my normal just photo cards. When trading, I do always make sure that I put the card in a soft sleeve, if I can find a soft sleeve. This is also by Ultra Pro. I usually get these as a freebie when I buy top loaders, but yes, I really like these. These are just the flimsier version of what I showed you that I store my cards in. And it just gives them a little bit of protection. So we'll kind of tape the top of my top loader, which is highly recommended so the card does not slip out during transit, with some washi tape. This is my little washi tape dispenser. I love it so much. It's so helpful. I always have a couple of washi tapes on here. So yes, definitely would recommend this. I bought it for super cheap at Amazon. You can buy washi tape anywhere. Usually I use the Staples Scotch brand of washi tape. I just find it's like the best, but I don't have any right now, so I'm just trying to use what I have currently before I go out and buy more. And then for greeting cards, I will just use their addresses on these things. No, okay. I just use like these cards that I got from Amazon and little envelopes. I also do make my own labels, my own return labels, but you don't have to be that. And I do make my own freebies as well, but you don't have to be that intense. I do have top loaders in a bunch of different sizes. So I have like 4x6 top loaders. I also have 3.5x5, which are good for things like TXT photo cards that are slightly too large to fit in 9 pocket pages. I have, this is a 5x7 top loader. I don't have the actual like front of it still. And then these are 6x9 top loaders, which I literally only have for the Fantasia triangle standees because they don't fit in anything else. And I do have 9.5x11 top loaders as well. I just don't know where they are currently. And I do have soft sleeves to match them for most of those items. So yes, it's super important if you don't want to invest in all those top loaders, some sort of plastic to keep liquid off of the card, and then some sort of sturdy either cardboard or like something to keep it secure during transit. Is that everything for trading stuff? I think so. Next we'll do stuff for like my shelves. So a lot of people ask me where my white shelf is from. I got it from Amazon, so I will go ahead and link it down below. I love my white shelf. I have a whole video on me setting it up and it was super easy, so definitely would recommend this one if you want, if you're looking for something like that. So yes, I do have a bunch of signed albums and special things that I display on my shelves, and I get questions about that all the time, so we'll go over that now. First, for signed albums, this is one of my Monster X signed albums. I do have it wrapped in plastic just to preserve it a little bit. As you can see, the bag is super ugly, but yes, I use these by the brand BCW. I love BCW. As you can tell, BCW, please sponsor me. Yes, so these are the magazine size, which is my most commonly used size. Actual packaging for it, so I just store it with my newspaper ones now, which is like the next size up I've found. Yes, definitely love these. These rarely are the exact size of what your album is, so you usually have to kind of mess with it a little bit. I have done a video on this before, so I'll go ahead and link it down below of me. It's like a video of me like organizing and whatever, and then I like package some signed albums in that video, but I will link these down below. Again, it's just super important to have, but just something that is acid free and PCV free, because yes, you don't want any damage getting onto your albums, especially if it's a signed album, because like it probably was not cheap. Then I display them on I have a couple of sizes of this, but these little standees. So these are acrylic easels, I believe they're called. I'll go ahead and link them down below, but they are super convenient. I think they come in like packs of 2 or 3 or something, and I just love them. They're really, really good for standing albums up, and I like that they're clear. It's pretty like neutral. You can't really see them as much on your shelf. I mean, you can see them, but like yeah, I also have wooden easels in like a larger album size, but then I also have these mini easels for photo cards. So yeah, like my mono Polaroid from the fan sign, I keep in. And this, I don't know where I got this, but I'll see if I can find something similar. I actually got this when I bought an Animal Crossing amiibo card, and it came in this, and I was like, oh, that's super nice, I'm gonna keep that. But I believe this is also by Ultra Pro. They have like a harder thing for like if you're trying to store Polaroids and stuff. I'm not really a Polaroid expert, so yeah. I don't know a lot about that, but I do know that these little easels are super cute and they store photo cards super well. If you want to display like your bias's photo card or a special card or a Polaroid or something like that, I definitely recommend these little easels. I got these in like a pack of 20. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have these for like ever. Yeah, I think that is everything. I'm just looking around to see like if there's anything else in my room that I use. I think that's it. If there is ever anything that I've used in any of my videos that you have questions on that maybe I didn't mention in this video, go ahead and leave it in the comment section down below. Like I said, all the links to everything I just talked about are in the description box. So go ahead and check all those out if you wanted to buy something, or even if you don't buy from Amazon, just to like see what it's called exactly so that you can go search it up elsewhere, like on eBay or something. But yeah, that is everything. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope this was super helpful. So yes, thank you for watching, and I'll see you very, very soon. Bye.